Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. And here in today's video, it's a little project that I've been working on for some time now, and I just finished it up. It's my custom homemade 6-sided ring for my figures. Like I said, I just finished this up. This took about a month or two to put this whole thing together. And I'd say this thing is looking pretty damn good. It looks kick-ass. It's a nice little display piece, and it's cool for playing too. So let's show you around the ring. So the mat is actually a mix of poster board and cardboard. Cardboard is on the bottom, and that was used to get the scaling, get the measurements, get that all correct. And the poster board was to be used as kind of like the foam mat you'd see in a real wrestling ring, sort of. So that's in there, and then the ring mat on top of the poster board. It's white sticker paper. So I have some right here extra. You can get these off Amazon. It's like a paper that you can print on, but it has like an adhesive on the back, just like a sticker. And then you could just peel it off, put it on, and then trim off any excess. Or you can put it underneath the little ridges on the apron. The aprons are like a tablecloth material, fabric of some sort. You can find most of these materials at Walmart or your dollar store. Anything you could find would be like this kind of material. It's like fabric, but it has like this shiny aspect, like a tablecloth. And then it has enough, and then you have the opportunity, and then you can actually pull this up and then put stuff underneath it. And then if you can see here, the posts are obviously one dowels. Like I said, you can find these at Walmart or Dollar General. But these right here are Jenga blocks, and then they go all the way around the edges, so it like holds up together. Like it doesn't go in the middle, obviously. Well, the middle is like smaller one dowels that go across, like cross beams. I'll show you underneath it in a second, but this is what's holding it. And then there's a lot of glue in this, so definitely be prepared to use a lot of glue when it comes to working on this ring. Here's what it looks like underneath. You can see the Jenga blocks go all the way around. And some of the sticker paper is a little excess, so there's like some hanging off there. And I did have a little problem with the post going inwards. So what I did was I took some extra hooks that I had, and I screwed them into the bottom on the inside of the post, and then took some hoodie string and shoelace, tied them up, and then now they're sitting mostly straight, so it can actually like work really well. The red ropes that I have for this ring, they were taken from the Raw main event ring that I had, the Mattel Raw main event ring. That was the Elite scale ring that came with the Elite Goldberg figure, and they worked out pretty well. It was just I took the ropes off, cut them up, tied them around into the loop, and then I took the excess that was in, and then I tied them like right across, like over the ring, so it doesn't like go anywhere. The knot doesn't go anywhere. And then these turnbuckle pads, they're just Nerf darts. You can find Nerf darts also on Amazon. They're like, you can find any color probably for like around $8 to $10. And then you can just cut them up to a precise size, slice it from make a little tiny cuff in the back, and then just put it on like so. And then the rope stays. The turnbuckle stays when you do the ropes thing. I mean, you got to position it perfectly, and then you can just put this on, and there we go. The rope is in. And yeah, look at that. The ropes stay in. It's pretty tight, so you could do some springboard attacks, top rope attacks. And yes, I know the posts are pretty high, so I do plan on working on getting that cut up to a proper size, so it's like an actual ring post. But oh, I forgot to mention these little hooks do work as the turnbuckles, and then you can, like I said, move the Nerf dart, and then you could do a spot like this as an exposed turnbuckle, and then put the pad back on when you're about to start a new match. There you go. And the steps that I had were just regular steel steps that I had. They were originally blue, but I painted it silver. And then it was actually a perfect size too. It was like I took one of the Jenga blocks, put it up, and then the Jenga blocks I put sideways, like not like the longer flat side, but like the shorter flat side to go like this way, and then it'll pretty much be a perfect size. It almost would compare to the Mattel rings that you would get, like the Ultimate Edition rings that I have. I have the WCW Nitro ring, which is what I used as like a reference. Like that's how I was able to get the sizing right with these turnbuckles to go into the post, and then I could put it next to the ring, and then it'll be perfect. You could definitely see a lot of glue in this, so be prepared to use, if you're gonna make this, prepare to use a lot of hot glue with this, because, and yes, I burned myself like a damn idiot when I was working on this. So you just glue the Jenga blocks together, put them all the way around, and then it kind of like, almost, I don't know if it flexes right now, but what I was trying to do is make it flex, but it's still pretty cool. It's a nice little display piece, and it's a nice little play piece if you want to like make it for play. This is perfect. One thing I forgot to mention too was that the glue right here is that you want to, when you're putting in the aprons, you want to glue the back side of it first, and then the middle. So like you want to glue the back side of the middle, the left and the right side, the corners, and then when you attach it, you do a second one on the corners, on these top corners right here, and then you have a perfect ring apron. And the cut isn't perfect, as you can see the little threads, but this is what it's looking. This is what it looks like underneath it. So you can kind of see it, but not really. I'll probably put a flash on. Hold on a second. Here you see what it looks like underneath the ring. I know I'm a dirty ass floor, but this gives you enough room to store stuff underneath it, like tables, ladders, chairs, anything you can imagine. So this is what a Mattel figure would look like. So here I have the Elite Kurt Angle, main Elite line Kurt Angle that came out, the Team Angle attire, into the 6-sided ring, and the scaling is almost perfect with this figure. And if you're wondering too, yes, AEW figures fit in here as well. So here I have this Sting figure. I'll do a little setup later, but it's almost like the Kurt Angle. It fits in here just fine as well. Here we got a little setup with all the different figures that I put out. Like I specifically picked out the figures that were in this era of TNA. So here we got AJ Styles about to get powerbombed by Kevin Nash / Diesel. So what I did here was I put together the original 5 members of the Main Event Mafia. Scott Steiner talking trash to Samoa Joe while he's done attacking Jeff Hardy. And if you get that reference, he's fat! And as Samoa Joe is distracted by Scott Steiner, he's about to get hit with a baseball bat by Booker T. Sting is giving a Scorpion Deathlock to Christian Cage. And then finally, Kurt Angle delivering the ankle lock to Mick Foley, while the referee here is losing control of the match. Overall, this is not the best in design, because like I know the posts are pretty tall, like I said, and then I have to cut that off. But overall, this is a pretty nice ring that I just customized, or custom built from scratch. So like it's elite scale. Like this is nothing compared to the Jakks 6-sided ring that they released when they were doing their TNA figures, because the thing was so damn small, like it barely fit the deluxe Impact figures, because Jakks Pacific, as we all know, did not honor the scale of the WWE figures and the TNA figures, like where Diesel is shorter than Rey Mysterio. So yeah, that pretty much sums up my custom homemade elite scale 6-sided ring to fit your wrestling figures in properly. And if you're wondering, I'm hoping and I'm thinking, I'm sure Jakks figures would probably fit in this ring. So I don't own any Jakks figures like I used to, but I don't have any Jakks figures anymore. So I'm definitely gonna have to buy some TNA Impact figures from Jakks to test out in this ring, and I think it will be pretty close. I would say the scaling I would say it's about slightly off, but it would still be pretty good. So this thing takes a long time. So overall, the thing takes a long time, but as long as you put your mind to it and put some time into this, make sure you're measuring right, and then once you get the measurements right, you can start building. So that pretty much sums up me showing you guys my homemade TNA 6-sided ring. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will talk to you all later.